What's up, sugaring community? This is SDC, also known as Fast Freddy. And today I'm going to talk about sugar babies on the rebound. Don't get attached. So, this is really probably the most dangerous thing about sugaring for sugar daddies. A lot of us are coming in starting off as betas. And this is maybe the first time that we're all have access maybe to beautiful girls, younger girls, etc. And when you come in scarcity mode and you haven't had that much experience, it's really easy to fall in love, or also easy to just simply even get attached. And I'm human too. It's happened to me a bunch of times, and even now I gotta keep checking myself. Even though I've had a lot of sugar babies and a lot of experience, it's an ongoing process. But I want to give some advice and talk about some of my experiences. Particularly, one of the dangerous situations you're going to be in is getting involved or getting attached mainly to a sugar baby that's on the rebound, meaning there are healthy girls on the site. There are girls that want a sugar daddy just because they feel, for whatever reason, that works for them. I've talked to a lot of girls, and I'm going to do another video on this. My argument is sugaring is going to be the norm. A lot of girls are like out there dating, especially the beautiful ones who have options. They're like, listen, I'm going to be out there on Bumble and Tinder, and guys are going to have sex with me and then ghost me. Why would I do that and get taken advantage of when I can actually get something out of it? Everybody, I've heard it a number of times. Normal girls are just like, you know what? This is bullshit. This whole dating situation, I'm just getting used. So, and to me, it makes sense. A lot of guys are out there. Girls are out there to fall in love, and the guys are out there to get their needs met. They have no other choice but to, in order to qualify themselves, they'll lie about what they're looking for in a relationship. Now, a lot of girls that do come to the site have had some sort of issues in their previous relationship, and they kind of know that they're not supposed to. They don't want to be in a relationship. Either, maybe they've had a deadbeat baby daddy who's been abusive. They've had a boyfriend that they just broke up with, so they're like, you know what, while I'm out here, I'm going to make use of my time. I don't want to be in a relationship, so I'm going to get something out of it also. That's the tricky part, and most people are not self-aware. So, girls will come in, and a lot of them will be honest and say that. Now, the thing is, if you do any research online about any girls that are on the rebound, you'll see that it's common, and this is probably for guys too, is in the beginning there's going to be a lot of high interest. So in this situation where you're sugaring, it's going to be actually probably exponential, because not only are they getting so they're going to come in, they have just broken up, they have a hole in their heart, they had a pattern with their ex that they now are trying to fulfill. Say they hung out with them, they went to, let's say, the fair or something with them, etc. They're trying to recreate that pattern, get what they're missing, and then on top of that, they're getting financial help. So there's a lot that they're depending on and gravitating towards. So in the beginning, you may feel they're very receptive. You may feel that there's high interest. That they're responding quickly. They want to see you. You're having a great time with them. They're even maybe open to hooking up. The thing is, again, as betas, you're going to get attached, and then in a couple months, the reality is going to hit. Number one, their ex will be lingering in the background, especially if they have a child with their ex. They have to interact with them. There's probably then been a long-term relationship, a bond there that they haven't worked out, and they either think they've worked out, or they know they haven't worked out and they're lying to you, and they're just playing to what you're asking for. Or they're being honest, and you're then going to be the beta pushing them to be more. So sugar daddies need to be really careful. My experience is, when I this is in my rookie days, I did catch feelings for a sugar baby, and she was one of the most beautiful girls I'd ever seen, and she had my interest in the beginning. With the sex was great. We were connecting, we were talking. She was really mature. The red flags started happening. So first thing is she started becoming distant, not responsive to text. There would be weird shit. She'd lie about the weirdest things that had no reason to lie about. So one time, for example, we hung out, and she had pretended that she had just met this girl, but I found out later that this girl was one of her best friends, even though they pretended that they had just met. So she was trying to get us to hang out all together, but without me knowing. And again, they're doing so the red flags probably, it's not malicious, but she's doing these things to protect herself. So that means there's some unresolved shit going on over there. She had a lot of trouble being honest about her life, talking about details of herself, and for absolutely no reason. So that means there's some trauma and damage there. Shit really hit the fan when I started seeing, pictures on her Instagram of her with her baby daddy still hanging out. And she did often bring him up. Now the thing is, she would bring up how much of an asshole she is, how much she hates him, how much she doesn't want to be with him. But she constantly was comparing shit to him. So there's another red flag. And for me, I was a rookie. I was still getting used to the lifestyle. I really caught feelings. So as I believed a lot of the shit she was saying naively, and then on top of that, as she grew distant, then human nature is to want what you can't have. So I was like eating it all up, trying to get, meet the challenge of getting her to care about me. And now the thing is, in a normal relationship, that's already very dangerous because you can hurt yourself emotionally, which was happening. In a sugaring relationship, now you're on top of that, you have the insult of the injury of you're constantly spending money on her on top of your emotions getting kind of insulted and deceived and trampled on. What happened with this girl for me is I did end up I believe that I ended up kind of converting her feelings. We actually started dating without money. And so I believe that she really had feelings for me. But by that time, there was so much scarring that had happened and trauma to me from the relationship. And I realized that her baby daddy was just not going to be out of the picture. I actually ended up breaking up the relationship. So that's just one situation. And that was kind of a big learning lesson. I lost a lot of money on that one. Because I just kept feeding her. Like, her car broke down, so I would help her. I helped her get a down payment for a new car. I was paying her rent, utilities. I was really getting played. And even though I still believe she had feelings for me, it wasn't enough for her to be true and a person of integrity. So gotta be very careful for these girls on the rebound. I had another situation where we were hitting. I met this, probably one of the best sugaring experiences I've had on my whole time doing this. I met this young girl, 20. She had just broken up. I had just broken up with her boyfriend of 1 year. I had just got out of a long-term relationship, and it was just fire in the beginning. I think both of us were but we were honest. We knew about the rebound. We were just all over each other. I was sugaring, so she was getting financially compensated, but we just had the most awesome time. The sex was awesome. We were constantly in contact. It felt like a real relationship. Sure enough, 2 months later, started to pull back. I, at this point, was experienced. I knew the signs. I didn't get attached. And it fizzled. It really fizzled out. There was a point where I wanted to hang out, and she just was pushing for more money. And at that point, I was like, no. I'm providing value here too. I was making her come every time I saw her. The sex was awesome. I know she had a great time where she was sleeping over and stuff. And then for her to ask for more money and not give time, I knew that was my indication to sort of exit. So, and I realized that she probably at that point started to pull away. All the cloud nine started to fall. And she even was honest that she was still in contact with her ex, but my judgment was, you know what, as a girl on the rebound, she's probably going to go figure that out still. It was awesome while it lasted, It was a great experience. Complete contrast from my experience from the last one. I knew when to pull out. I looked at it for what it was, which was just a great experience. I helped her out. I didn't feel deceived or taken advantage of. I cut it off at a point where I didn't feel that I was giving more than I was getting. Um, and so that's my suggestion for those of you who get involved with a sugar baby that's on the rebound. You need to really be aware of that. You need to keep your feelings in check. You need to call it what it is. She's getting her needs met in the rebound process, filling a void. You're getting your needs met, for whatever reason. Maybe you're coming out of a relationship on the rebound. Maybe you're not. Maybe you just want to have a good time. You don't want commitment, etc. Do not, again, watch getting attached, watch catching your feelings. You gotta, I'm always for respecting a girl, helping her. I'm not saying disrespect a woman. I'm not saying objectify her or deceive her. It is what it is. You guys are having fun. You're helping her out. It will run its course, and at that time, you gotta be strong enough to kind of let it go and move on to the next great experience or great person. So, and that is my video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Comment below if you have any of your experiences, daddies, babies. Comment below. Anyone who's dating or has dated or been a rebound or has dated a rebound, let me know what your experiences were, and I will talk to you later.